Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. I woke up like this, deep divers all magical and fly, just, whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency, I feel so much better now. Raising the vibration, I feel so much better now. Hadouken, take all of that good ass energy I'm sending you. The cat down the road told me you feel so much better now. Hey, let me say a big shout out to everybody who's joined the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart Deep Divers. Click the link down below and be inspired. Okay, so J-Lo gets loud. Let's talk about it, deep divers. J-Lo was offended by Trump, and she was saying a whole lot of very interesting things, endorsing Kamala Harris. We're going to play it. And deep divers, we're going to talk about the election predictions. I'm going to tell you, because I got a crystal ball in my hand, who's going to win the elections, okay? I'm going to tell you who is going to win the elections. This information is truly going to blow your mind, help you become your greatest version, and inspire you at the same time. I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support the real. Hit that like button right now if you support the real, because we got a whole lot to talk about. Look, if you are watching this video, this is your confirmation. You're about to be celebrating something major soon. If you're ready for that, just say thank you. So, we're going to talk about the election predictions. We're also going to talk about the Latino community being very offended by the comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who said Puerto Rico is like garbage, right? We're going to talk about all of that, and I'm going to give you the election predictions. Stay tuned. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So let's play J-Lo endorsing Kamala Harris.
The choices facing America now are monumental. And you guys have made this place a city where dreams come true, where people from all walks of life have planted a flag in hopes of creating a better future for themselves and their families. And you are the ones who are going to send the message that Nevada is Harris country. Her opponent, on the other hand, doesn't see it that way. He has consistently worked to divide us. At Madison Square Garden, he reminded us who he really is and how he really feels. It wasn't just Puerto Ricans that were offended that day, okay? It was every Latino in this country. It was humanity and anyone of decent character. I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional, but you know what? You know what? We should be emotional. We should be upset. We should be scared and outraged. We should. Our pain matters. We matter. You matter. Your voice and your vote matters. I am an American woman. I am the daughter of Guadalupe Rodriguez and David Lopez, a proud daughter and son of Puerto Rico. I am Puerto Rican. Soy Boricua carajo. And yes, I was born here, and we are Americans. I am a mother. I am a mother. I am a sister. I am an actor and an entertainer, and I like Hollywood endings. I like when the good guy, or in this case, the good girl wins. And with an understanding of our past and a faith in our future, I will be casting my ballot for Kamala Harris for President of the United States proudly. Proudly. You can't even spell American without Rican. This is our country too, and we must exercise our right to vote on November 5th.
Okay, so things are heating up. And This is a very, very important election. Some people say it's probably one of the most important elections because it really decides the fate of America. So you have celebrities coming out, and with J-Lo, that speech that you just heard, her endorsing Kamala Harris, was very important because you see, she has a lot of power, a lot of influence, right? And as I'm speaking, it's very close in the polls, okay? It's a lot closer than people think. And before I give you the election predictions, just know that even though a lot of people are like, Trump has already won, just be careful. Because you see J-Lo endorsing Kamala. You see a lot of other people endorsing Kamala. And you already know what happened in 2020. So, once again, the Latino community were very offended by the comedian Tony Hinchcliffe. And I'll play you what he said, what got a lot of the Latino community offended.
It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Now, again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody. This isn't exactly a perfect comedy setup. There's some people here. All right. Very good. I like it.
So once again, deep divers, in my mind, I always tell you, focus on yourself. Vote for yourself. Vote for love. But once again, this election is very important. And Trump, a lot of people might say he was winning, but that didn't help him. That comedian definitely did not help him. It's almost as if he shot himself in the foot. He hasn't got a leg to stand on right now. And a lot of people are saying, actually, I'm not going to vote for Trump anymore, right? So it's a very interesting period right now. And Elon Musk, his mom actually came out saying why she started to stop voting for the Democrats. Take a listen.
Well, first of all, when I became a US citizen, of course I was Democratic because they give you that option, and because they're the good, kind people who care about America. And then I would watch CNN and MSNBC and read the New York Times, and oh wow, the Republicans are terrible, and I didn't know that. But then they'd also say Elon is terrible, and I'm thinking, why are they lying about Elon, but they're telling the truth about the rest? And they really had got into my mind that they just didn't know what they were doing. But then when I resigned from the Democrats, I just felt such a relief that I'm not part of the party that's now malicious and dishonest.
Strong words, right? So once again, Trump was really getting so much support, right? However, with his comments, Bad Bunny is not happy. A lot of the Latino community is not happy because, once again, that comedian told a very bad joke. And a lot of people don't realize that simple sentence, that one joke that Tony said, is making this election a lot closer than you think. Now, there is so much to learn when we talk about becoming our greatest version from this, okay? So, once again, Trump, Bad Bunny saying, actually, I am not going to endorse Trump anymore, right? And Bad Bunny is this reggaeton artist who has a huge following. And you got to remind yourself, a lot of people listen to these celebrities. You are the real celebrities, deep divers, right? But they listen to these people in the Matrix and they follow what they do. And also you have Nicky Jam, right? Who is another big artist from Puerto Rico. And he's like, he actually was supporting Trump to begin with. Then he said, wait a second. Did you just hear what Tony said about my country? Wait a second. Actually, let's not make America great again. He said, no, I'm not going to vote for Trump. He also has a big following, a big influence. So once again, Trump was the favorite. Okay, I'm going to give you my election prediction soon. But Trump was like, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, he's got so much support. But once again, that comedian said a very bad joke, which has offended a lot of people. Okay, Bad Bunny, Nicky Jams, J-Lo, right? And this shows you that sometimes when you think, okay, I've got it, I've won, something could actually bring you a setback. Okay. So Trump went on the Joe Rogan podcast, right? And a lot of people are like, Ralph, what did you think about Trump going on Rogan? Now, Joe Rogan is really a great podcaster, right? Great podcaster. And I said, okay, that's crazy. That's huge. Because Trump sat down for 3 hours with Joe Rogan. And I was listening to it. I'm like, wait a second. Like, this is crazy. Like, politicians don't usually do that, right? But he was doing that. And that's why I'm like, okay, Trump is going to win because he is going everywhere. He's talking to everyone. And I haven't really seen Kamala doing that, right? So that was a big power play by Trump going on the Joe Rogan podcast, sitting down for 3 hours and talking about policies, all kind of things, right? And then you have JD Vance, who also went on the Joe Rogan podcast. And that's huge. And Joe Rogan has one of the biggest audiences in the world. And that's going to sway the vote. So that was a power play by Trump. Now, Kamala did go on Shay Shay, right? But it's not the kind of audience you're going to get when you go on a Joe Rogan. And that's the reason why a lot of people are saying, okay, Trump is just going everywhere. Now, once again, it's not over because J-Lo is supporting Kamala. So is Beyonce. So is Eminem, Obama. Kamala has a lot of support, right? And this hug is so telling, okay? Kamala looks so happy, like, yeah, I've got all of my celebrity endorsements. I'm going to win, right? Is she going to win? We don't know. I'm going to give you my opinion in a second, deep divers. But this recent flurry of endorsements by celebrities is coming because of what this guy said to the Latino community, right? That's the reason why you got J-Lo coming out, all of these people, because they're like, wait a second, right? So that could hurt Trump, okay? So Trump has Elon, okay? Elon Musk is very powerful, very wealthy, and that's why a lot of people are like, okay, he's going to win, okay? Because he is being backed by this guy who is going to space and all kind of things, right? So that's promising for Trump, okay? Now, there's something called the 48 Laws of Power, and I'm going to break this down because this can actually help us become our greatest version. So, with the 48 Laws of Power, okay, let's talk about Trump and Kamala, how they used the 48 laws of power to their advantage and to their disadvantage, okay? So, first of all, Trump. Now, Trump used this power, crush your enemy totally. And that's what he was doing when he was going on Joe Rogan. His whole administration going on Joe Rogan. That's what they were doing. They were putting out their narrative. And Kamala hasn't been on Joe Rogan yet. Right? She hasn't been on a lot of platforms and just speaking in an ordinary way. So Trump is saying, hey, I'm just regular. And this is a law of power. Okay? And also, let's talk about another law of power. Now, a law of power in Kamala Harris's favor is always speak less than necessary. Kamala isn't really saying a lot, okay? She's not really saying a lot. She has a lot of endorsements. And this could actually work in her favor, because sometimes less is more, right? Now, another law of power, which is going to go against Donald Trump, and this is a lesson in becoming your greatest version, deep divers, okay? The law of power is in victory. Know when to stop. In victory, know when to stop. And on X, on Twitter, Trump is always going at Kamala and all of these things. And once again, it was like Trump was winning, right? And then Tony comes and makes that joke in poor taste. Once again, he is a comedian, but that's the wrong joke to tell. That could hurt a whole campaign. So, because Trump was winning, a lot of people might say it got to his head. He got carried away and started inviting comedians who told really bad jokes and offended a whole lot of people. So that could cost him the election, right? Now, who do I think is going to win the election? I got a crystal ball, deep divers, in my hands. Trump is going to win the election. And the reason why is because the cat down the road said so. The reason why is because he's got more laws of power than Kamala right now. He is literally everywhere. He's going on every single podcast. He's talking. And he has so much support. So does Kamala, but Trump is really talking, right? And he's really crushing his opponent in all kinds of ways. So that's my prediction, that Trump will win. It's going to be very close. It's going to be very close, but Trump is going to win. Now, once again, when we talk about becoming our greatest version, deep divers, once again, I don't care about politics. I care about you. At the same time, it is important, whoever's in office, because it's going to affect you. But focus on yourself right now. The whole world is a stage. It's like WWF, right? It's like wrestling. Focus on yourself. Let me read you something that George Carlin said. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They have long since been bought and paid for. The Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and the information you get to hear. They have got you by the balls, okay? That was George Carlin. Great mind, great thinker. So once again, the election predictions, I'm predicting Trump. I'm predicting that Trump will win, but it's going to be very close. And I'm also reminding you, deep divers, focus on yourself. The whole world is a stage. Vote for love, vote for peace, vote for yourself, lead yourself. Because it's about to get really heated. Okay? I want all of you right now, if you're ready to focus on yourself, to hit that like button if you support The Real, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support The Real, share this video, subscribe to the channel. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Make sure you join the new Infinite Waters Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart. Deep divers, click the link down below and be inspired. And check out the #1 best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart, on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook, the Bible of becoming your greatest version. And the latest new book, The Book of 1111 Infinite Quotes by Ralph Smart at ralphsmart.com/thebook, the secret recipe to becoming your greatest version. And go and get the good ass prana shirts, deep divers, all new designs you're going to love for men, women, children, even cats down the road at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. And if you want a one-to-one consultation with me so I can help you become your greatest version, make sure you book it at ralphsmart.com/one-to-one sessions. Deep divers, let me remind you of something. You see, politics is about division. It doesn't bring people together. That's the reason why there is so much separation, so much division, right? Because politics is not designed to bring people together. It's actually designed to keep people apart, opposed from each other, right? Against each other. Democrat, Republican. Divide and rule. So you have to be able to think outside of the box and remind yourself that, like George Carlin said, you're owned. And you better get your ass off the plantation, free your mind, and your ass will follow. Slow motion this side. We should be thinking about unity. I told you, nobody is coming to save you. Not Trump, not Kamala. We are the ones we're waiting for. Peace. Infinite Waters diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. Yo! Once again, deep divers, make sure you hit that like button if you support The Real. Share this video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support The Real, and leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation, and let me know how this video inspired you. One love, peace.